Epictetus has shared some valuable insights about what we pursue in life. He considered the elements that contemporary society views as markers of success, such as wealth and fame, to be insignificant compared to the things that are truly worth living for and can only be found within ourselves. Epictetus has offered valuable insights about what we pursue in life. He viewed elements that contemporary society considers as markers of success, such as wealth and fame, as insignificant compared to things that are truly worth living for and can only be found within ourselves. Epictetus observed that our constant pursuit of success and approval often prevents us from achieving something far superior. We fear being seen as a loser, so much that we are willing to endure suffering for the sake of others' approval. So, is being a loser really a bad thing? With Stoic thought, it's actually possible to learn that losing isn't always a bad thing. It depends on how we view things. Today, let me try to explain Epictetus's famous quote, "Be willing to lose," with a story.
Once upon a time in ancient Rome, there was a man named Lucius. Lucius was known for his honesty and work ethic, and he was respected in his community as a farmer. Every morning, he would wake up before sunrise, go to his fields, and work until sunset. Despite all his efforts, his crops were always less abundant than those of other farmers. However, Lucius did not mind this situation, because what mattered to him was the care he showed for the land and his honest work. One day, a grand agricultural competition was held in a nearby village. The farmer who grew the best crop would receive a large prize. Lucius decided to enter the competition. While other farmers resorted to various tricks to win, Lucius never abandoned his honesty. His neighbors mocked his attitude, saying, "Lucius, what will you gain from honesty? This competition is an opportunity for you. Why don't you do as the others do?" Lucius listened to them with just a smile and said, "If I have to lose my honesty to win, then it is not a victory, but a loss. I cannot sacrifice my morals and honor for a prize." When the day of the competition arrived, the whole village gathered in the square. The products were evaluated and the results were announced. The winner was, of course, someone else. They had grown the largest and brightest fruits. Lucius's crops were smaller and simpler in comparison. While the winning farmer received the grand prize, Lucius had to settle for a small commendation. After the competition, Lucius's wife approached him sadly. "If you had also cheated, the prize could have been ours," she said. Lucius looked at his wife with affection and replied, "The prize is temporary, but my honor is permanent. If I lost this competition honestly, have I truly lost? Perhaps those who won the competition may appear successful from the outside, but how peaceful are they within? Even if I appear to be a loser, my conscience is clear, and that is my greatest victory." Lucius's words quickly spread throughout the village. Over time, other farmers began to follow his example of honesty and fortitude. Lucius gained even greater respect for his exemplary behavior. More and more people admired Lucius's stance and the inner peace he had found. Eventually, many realized, through Lucius's life, that true victory is finding inner peace, even if one appears to be losing from the outside.
Lucius's story offers a profound understanding of Epictetus's teachings. This story is closely related to the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy: control, inner peace, and moral integrity. Now let's explore these teachings in more detail by combining them with Epictetus and other quotes. Epictetus says, "We must learn to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not." Lucius could not control the actions of other farmers or the outcome of the competition. However, he could control his own moral stance, honesty, and how he responded to the situation. Stoics argue that in the face of life's challenges, the only thing we can control is our own mental and emotional responses. This understanding teaches us that we should focus not on the external world, but on our inner values. Another important teaching of Epictetus is, a person's true worth is measured by how well they fulfill their responsibilities to themselves and to the universe. By fulfilling his moral responsibilities, Lucius honored himself and his community. Instead of resorting to cheating to win, he insisted on doing what was right, thus remaining true to his inner values. For Stoics, what matters is doing what is right, regardless of the outcome. Lucius found victory not in the external world, but in his inner self. When Epictetus says, "Be willing to lose," he emphasizes that external losses or defeats should not come at the expense of inner peace and moral integrity. Lucius may have lost a competition in the external world, but by preserving his inner peace and moral integrity, he actually won. This quote from Epictetus highlights one of the core principles of Stoicism. Regardless of what happens in the external world, our inner peace and virtues should be maintained. Epictetus also says, "Virtue is above all things." The story of Lucius embodies this teaching. He did not compromise his moral values to win. According to Stoic thought, virtue is the highest value in a person's life. Material gains, status, or fame should not overshadow virtue. By embracing this principle, Lucius truly became a winner. Epictetus says, "True success is achieving inner peace." Success attained in the external world is transient, but inner peace is lasting. Lucius may have lost the competition, but by maintaining his moral stance and inner peace, he achieved true success. Stoics argue that happiness and success should be measured by inner tranquility, not by external gains. In conclusion, Epictetus's quote, "Be willing to lose," is woven with the deep principles of Stoic philosophy. This quote reminds us that successes unattainable in the external world are insignificant compared to the inner peace and moral integrity we maintain. Regardless of what happens outside, what truly matters is how we respond to events and how true we remain to our virtues. Lucius's story powerfully reflects this principle. While Lucius may not have appeared to win externally, he achieved the greatest victory in his inner world. Epictetus's teachings instruct us that, in the face of life's complexities and challenges, the only things we can control are our responses and our moral stance. Therefore, we should not fear losing in the external world when necessary, for true victory lies in our inner peace and virtues. Thank you all for joining me on this journey of wisdom as we strive for a more virtuous life. I appreciate you watching my video and hope to see you again in the next one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would greatly appreciate your support. Take care of yourselves and always remain a virtuous person, guided by knowledge and wisdom.